Hey everyone, welcome to Rethink Health. My name is Daniel, and on this video today, I'm going to talk about the most popular drink in the world, green tea, and matcha tea. We're going to talk about how these two compare and the top 5 benefits that these teas have coming up next. Hey everyone, welcome to Rethink Health. My name is Daniel, and on this video I teach and promote how we can eat and live that leads to a healthy lifestyle for the whole family today. And on this video, like I said, we're going to be talking about green tea and matcha green tea. Green tea is the most popular drink in the world. I believe it's the most consumed. Don't quote me on that, but it has been here for centuries. It's really a luxury drink, and it has been used for preventative measures and also has so many healing properties in it. And that's how it's been used throughout history. Green tea, we all really know what green tea is, but it's from the family of plants. It's a green leaves that are grown. The leaf is taken from the plant, it's soaked and steeped in water, and this allows its benefits to just saturate our body while we drink it. Green tea is pretty simple. Its ORAC value, which is its antioxidant content value, is very high, even compared to regular tea, which is really good for you as well. Its value is 1,253 in green tea, and black tea is just 1,100. So it's very powerful. It has many antiviral effects, anti-inflammatory. It's for detoxification, for immune, to stimulate your immune system. Over 30% of the green tea leaf is antioxidants with enzymes and aminos that make up another 20% of the leaf's actual weight. So it's pretty good. And then we have matcha tea. What is matcha or matcha green tea? Matcha tea comes from the green leaf itself, and its difference is how it's prepared. So how it's prepared, it is grown from the same plant, grown the same way, except before they pick it, the green leaves are shaded for up to 2 weeks. This allows them to get darker, and as they get darker, their nutrient profile increases. And we always say, eat the dark leafy greens. They're loaded with nutrients. So as it gets darker, it's loaded in, it increases in antioxidants, in chlorophyll, amino acids, and just the concentration of everything that the green tea leaf has increases because of the shading process. And then after it's shaded, it isn't just cut up into little pieces that we have in our tea bags for green tea. It's grounded up into a powder form. So the difference is, the important thing to note here is the difference is the green tea we have is just pieces of the leaf, right? Matcha is the whole leaf itself just ground up. So we get the whole leaf, all of the benefits of that leaf together. So it would make sense that it is more powerful, that it has more powerful healing properties, right? And it is. Matcha tea, I believe, is healthier, or they're both so healthy, but has more antioxidants in it, more nutrients in it than green tea. And stick around later and I'll show you how to make matcha green tea at the end of this video. So, which is better for you again? Well, they both have incredible benefits. Matcha tea is better for you, and one study showed, that I can link in the notes, is that 3 cups of green tea is equal to 1 cup of matcha tea. It is so powerful, almost 3 times the benefits, right? Research shows that because of the concentration of nutrients, it has 3 times the amount of antioxidants that green tea does. So this is what makes green tea itself powerful, and then matcha tea even more powerful. So we'll get into the 5 stunning health benefits of green tea and matcha green tea. So what's all in these things? Let's unpack that right now. So probably the most stunning benefit of all in green tea and matcha green tea is, like I said, its antioxidant levels. The green tea leaf is abundant in antioxidants from the family flavonoids called catechins. There's over 4,000 of these flavonoids discovered. Antioxidants are very important for our cells. What do? They help protect from free radicals. Free radicals, I talk about a lot, those invaders that come to try to destroy our cells, could be smoke from smoking, or the environmental pollutants around us from processed refined foods, from the hygiene products we have in our homes, or cleaning products, whatever it may be. These things come in and these toxins come in and try to destroy our cells, right? So antioxidants prevent that from happening. They protect the cell, they neutralize the invaders, and this will also decrease inflammation, and inflammation is really a root cause of chronic conditions. And another thing to keep in mind too is that they help with the veins and arteries to be clear and be healthy. So that's important, especially today where we have such a high increase of heart disease, and it's like the top killer in North America and even across the world. And then another thing, like I said, was the amount of chlorophyll that green tea has in it. It's the pigment where plants get the color green, and it's just so rich in nutrients. Matcha tea has 137 times more antioxidants than other teas. And I'll put the research in that below if you don't believe me. So add some green tea and matcha tea into your daily diet to help with that antioxidant content, to help boost your immune system and fight off those free radicals with its antioxidant content. So the second benefit to drinking green tea and matcha tea is that it reduces heart disease. Heart disease is so important for us in North America today. I think about more than 50,000 people die of heart disease every year in Canada. That number is like 10 times the amount in the United States, and that's not including the people that have it. That's just the people that die from it, not the people that have it. So heart disease is very critical for us. It's one of the top killers in North America, actually in the world. So it's so cool that green tea can actually help with the health of your cardiovascular system, your heart, your veins and arteries. And it's so cool because it actually does the same thing that we use synthetic drugs to maintain and control what's happening in the heart. Things that affect your heart, like blood pressure and cholesterol and ischemic issues in your heart, which is lack of oxygen because of from the arteries being blocked by atherosclerosis, which is the plaque that grows in your arteries, right? So drugs and surgery that take care of these things, that try to improve and maintain the health of the heart to keep you going. And ultimately these things can't last, and lots of medications make you sick, and you take medications for one thing and then you'll end up having to take another medication to combat the symptoms of that other drug you're on. And like I always talk about this, it's like a deadly cycle. Not that it's not bad, it is great, it saves a lot of lives, and these medications are needed. But I think we're too far on one side, and we need to come back a little bit over to the middle and realize that there's a lot of things that we can do, like green tea, that will help us, that can help your heart. So I'll just list a few things green tea can help with and kind of relieve these symptoms if you drink it daily. So how so? Green tea contains 10 beta-blocking compounds that help decrease blood pressure. A lot of people are on beta-blocking medications, right? Green tea does that. 7 calcium channel blockers. A lot of calcium channel blocker medications out there, right? Green tea does it. Or diuretic compounds, 16 of them. So, and then ACE inhibitors, which is actually, there's more in green tea than any other food out there. So that's pretty cool, because those right there are, the top synthetic drugs we have. ACE inhibitors, diuretics, calcium channel blockers, beta blockers, those are the big ticket medications that people are on for their heart. So drinking green tea is going to help a lot, and studies have shown that if you drink it consistently, you'll have a 30% decrease in the risk of heart disease. That's pretty cool. And it also decreases your LDL, your bad cholesterol, and your blood pressure if you have high blood pressure. I'll put the links to the research in the show notes. So add some green tea and matcha tea to your daily diet if you want to combat and improve the health of your heart. So number 3, the third benefit to having green tea is that it improves your brain health, your alertness and concentration and memory. So it all kind of comes from the antioxidants we talked about earlier, catechins, and how they do a great job at reducing the damaged cells in your brain even. And what's more is that they even help clear out the plaque which is in your veins and arteries, so that if it does it in the heart, it's going to do it in the brain as well. And this is going to improve circulation in your brain and reduce stress on it. So you're going to see improvements, and even use it as prevention against the things like Alzheimer's, stroke, dementia, Parkinson's, these things like that are so prevalent in our society today. And green tea also helps you improve your alertness and your concentration. And how does it do that? It has an amino acid. Well, first of all, it has a lot of caffeine in it. Now, not as much as coffee, nowhere near as much as coffee, but it still has some caffeine in it. And it also is even better because it has the amino acid L-theanine, if I pronounced it right. And this amino acid helps kind of stabilize and control the caffeine effects. You know, a lot of us, we have a coffee, then a few hours later we get that we're drowsy, we get the jitters, or we're kind of exhausted, tired. We need another coffee to boost that caffeine again, as it just does a cycle through our body. In green tea, it's so much better, and I would encourage you to drink green tea in the morning instead of coffee. You know, if you want to switch it up a little bit, because it has L-theanine in it, and it kind of levels this out. It prevents those effects, those side effects of coffee from actually happening. So it's really good, and it'll improve. And I find when I'm writing, when I'm doing research, have a green tea, matcha tea, and I find my mind is a lot clearer to actually be more efficient and do better work. And it also causes the chemicals in your brain, serotonin and dopamine, to be released so that you're more relaxed, so it's good for stress as well. And reducing stress is going to help the health of your brain and your heart, your vasculature system, to keep things circulating well, and so that plaque doesn't build up. So drink some green tea and matcha tea to improve the health of your brain, and to be a replacement for some coffee sometimes, to help control those symptoms and not have those highs and lows throughout the day. So the fourth benefit to green tea and matcha tea is that it helps with weight loss and cancer. Now, obviously it's a whole balanced diet and lifestyle that needs to be implemented. You can't just single out one thing and expect it to help you and take away all your symptoms and your weight, right? But added to a healthy diet and lifestyle, green tea has a boost of nutrients that are going to help you lose weight and going to help with cancer as well. Green tea is just filled with antioxidants, vitamins, and nutrients that are obviously going to help your cells be healthy, and therefore you're going to be able to lose weight. And I'll put some studies in the show notes that talk about how weight loss was increased by drinking green tea, and also, but one in particular at the University of Birmingham concluded that there was a 17% increase in fat cells being oxidized, which means they're being broken down, they're being taken out when people drank green tea before exercising. So that's pretty cool. And then what about cancer? Cancer research also showed that in animals, rats I believe, that the tumors shrunk when they were given consistently green tea. The catechins in green tea are said to have anti-cancer and anti-carcinogenic properties that would possibly help in preventing and decreasing cancer. So again, the links are below for the research on these, but other research I'll just read for women drinking green tea to decrease the chance of breast cancer by 30%, lowers the chance of prostate cancer in men by 48%, and decreased chance of having colorectal cancer by 42%. So bowel cancer, colon cancer, it's along with lung cancer, I believe, is the top causes of death. So we have a great natural tool to fight against cancer and to lose weight as well. So it's really encouraging to see and hear these numbers, but remember that the body is one system. And when the cells are healthy through a balanced diet and lifestyle, you're gonna see the whole body start to be healthy. We often treat the body as its separate part. You have this problem, okay, you go to see that specialist for that problem, or you have this, go to see that specialist over here. And yet the body is one system, and when we bring a holistic approach to it, treating the body as a whole and getting down to the root problem, there you can see great improvements in your health. So green tea and matcha tea are going to really help with all these things. And that leads us to the last benefit, which is number 5. The fifth benefit to green tea and matcha tea is that it strengthens your immune system. And this is so important. And our immune system is fighting for us every second of every day and getting out the toxins in our body and those pathogens, those invaders that are coming to destroy the cell. And so, like I said, green tea is full of antioxidants. I think that's the biggest highlight about green tea is its antioxidant content. And besides that, so that's going to really help our immune system. It's going to fight off everything and guard the health of our cell. So besides that, it's full of minerals like manganese and zinc and potassium and calcium and magnesium, just to name a few of these things that are loaded in green tea. And then the nutrients in green tea also support and help your T cells. And the T cells, you can get really in depth with this stuff, but just to do a quick overview, is that they are one of the first cells in the immune response, that inflammation that grows around the site of injury, whether it be a cut or whether it be in your organs. And so if these cells are being helped and these cells are healthy, your immune system is going to be able to attack and do its job well and get back to health quickly. And I think a lot of time today, we see every season, every flu and cold season, and throughout the year, we see people that are sick, but everyone gets sick, yes, but nowadays it seems more severe and longer. Like you have a cold for a month or two instead of getting rid of it in less than a week. And so if you have a good, strong immune system, it's gonna be able to attack those invaders and get your cells and get your body back to being healthy a lot quicker. So that's cool that green tea supports our T cells and amongst all the vitamins and minerals that it has in it, green tea is just going to support the health of our cell. The cell is the building block of the body. Our cells form into tissues that form into muscles that form into organs and organ systems that just make up our body. So if that cell is healthy, our body is going to be more healthy. So I hope these tips were helpful. Now let's dive into how to make matcha tea. So this is the matcha green tea that I use every day. Link in the show notes for it. It comes in a canister like this. All I have to do, I take a little spoon, just open it. And there we have, see the powder in there? Yes. That's the whole green leaf right in there, all ground up. So you'll get used to what you like. It is kind of strong. You can put honey or essential oils or whatever you want in it to make it taste a bit less bitter. I take about that much. Every company says things a little bit differently, but with this green tea on the back, it just says that you just put in a little bit just so it's covered, and then you can either just stir with a spoon or get a whisk like that. Or if you have a little battery operated one, you could do that too. That makes a bit more of a mess. But anyways, I usually just do this. Just stir it like that. Standard whisk. When it's all stirred good, no clumps, and then you just pour the rest in to the amount that you want. And it's that simple. And there you go. There's your matcha tea. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and check out the links below for the research and also for the matcha and green tea that I buy and that I use pretty much daily. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you next time.